Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Commander Swifty, and this is Starfield. Right, okay, again as before and as usual, I don't have to spoil the atmos of this beautiful. Let me just pull this in a bit. This beautiful Hollywood-sounding music, which has really grown on me and I'm really enjoying. But I've had to stop it so that I could switch screens. It's a very small part, but it's very important. So I'm going to give a rundown on kind of the other night. I did the main part at the beginning because it's kind of, I don't know the exact word, it's very important that you do that part. Let's just put it that way. I haven't checked if my microphone's working or anything. Just give me 1 second. Alright, yeah, everything's up and running perfectly, so I'm just going to pause that. No, I'm not going to pause it. I'm going to knock the sound off. So we're up on YouTube. Apparently we're up on... yeah, looks like we're up on Twitch. And Restream's not showing the video, but if it's playing on Twitch and it's playing on YouTube, then it couldn't be playing on anything else. So we're going to go to load, and we're going to go to Ryan Gosling, because I have another character that I've been doing offline called Elise, and she's doing all sorts of things, and actually mostly kind of the story, but I haven't got really far in that story. Can't remember exactly how far I've got, but it's only a few missions in. I've seen 2 planets so far, but I didn't want to learn too much about the story when I'm streaming, so I don't know if I've done this back to front. But then again, I was thinking a lot of people will be tuning into this. There'll be people who've bought the game, will have watched lots of videos and probably know the story anyway. I was looking at the story in general, not including travel and stuff like that. It's like 42 hours long, so that's what it says in the information that I've found. It's quite a lot, and then it's saying for full achievement it'd be 192 hours. So I don't know. We'll see how long it goes for. There's kind of enough to get on with as you're going through it. Like I said, I've been doing mainly kind of like missions, but I found other little bits of information that have helped me. I've not got into really crafting. I've done a part which taught me kind of how the crafting system works, and it is something I'd like to look into on this save with this player. So I'm in no rush to get through the storyline with these saves. One of the things I'm really surprised with is a lot of the kind of backlash, because there's a lot of people saying, well, the space combat's not very good and you can fast travel. It's like, well, did you listen to I think even there was an well, I don't know if it was an unveiling or whatever, but there was a trailer like a year ago. I'm absolutely sure after that there was a Q&A, and they were saying, look, you won't be able to land on planets as such. We've got our own way of doing it. But you pretty much everything you can see on the planet is there. It just has to be done in kind of in bite-sized pieces. So it's like, all right, okay, we get that. So I don't know why there's a lot of pushback. The space combat's pretty easy. It's not anything too ridiculous. Although if you wanted to, you could make it a little bit more difficult for yourself. But no, I've enjoyed it anyway so far. So we're going to jump back into this Ryan Gosling save and see how we get on.
Wait, you see that? There's a ship just drifting out there. No time.
Right, okay, so I'm going to see which mission this is and where I am. So I've completed one small step. So yeah, I've done two missions. I've got quite a few activities, and these are some of the things I'd like to cover in this stream. So a lot of the activities, I'll do the main story as well, but I want to do other things too. I want to stay away from a couple of bits and bobs and just kind of try to enjoy the game. So give me 1 second while I just get to grips with what I've got. So I've got a few weapons. They all need selling then. Okay, so we need to find somewhere to sell these. So that's value, mass, and armor. That's the one I wanted. Okay, so this one's the better one, definitely. Okay, for the time being. Until maybe we can upgrade that. We'll see. Let's make sure. It's got a message on my phone saying that something on YouTube wasn't working right. So yeah, that's fine. I've only got one utility outfit so far. I've got 10,000 credits in the bank, or 10,800 credits in the bank. Okay, ammo. Got a few bits, okay. Aids, there's plenty of stuff in there. And then in the MISC, there should be digipicks and a lodge key. You don't really need the lodge key. So I don't know whether to drop it or sell it or put it somewhere. I don't think you need it on your person to enter the lodge every single time. So yeah, it's telling me to see it's telling me. Oi.
The ship's weapons are powering up. Get ready.
Right, let's see. I am getting ready. First shot. Is in trouble. There you go.
If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
Might find a couple of them, but they'd lock me down. Really could use an assist.
We blow that ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to have to board. Target the engines. Once they stall
right.
out, we'll have our chance.
So I can't remember how you bloody target now. So just let me go. God, he's flying quite well, or I'm flying very badly. I can't remember how I. Oh, I think it's auto locking on the grav drive actually.
That's it. Start the door.
Okay, so we're close enough, so I'll dock.
Let's go rescue that.
Alright, let's see how we get on then. So here's one of the things that a lot of people are complaining about, and a lot of people are saying, well, I can go from planet to planet once I visited and I don't have to use the ship. Okay, so if you want to extend your ship play, then you've got to get up out your seat, go to the airlock and go on board that way rather than pressing the immediate button to board. And I've said in this save I will probably do a lot of that stuff because I'm wanting this to be a long save that does a lot of different things. So I don't want to particularly worry about anything. And I do want to find where my captain's locker is here in this ship. So let's have a look at transfer. So this is actual cargo on the ship. Okay, so this is we've got a fire extinguisher. See, I don't think that is useful for anything, but anyway, most of the things are useful and have a use. So they're all components in crafting, and the crafting system I really haven't fully gone into yet. So what we really want to do is just get rid of a couple of things, because I know my mass is high, but as soon as I land somewhere I'm going to sell it all. So I want to kind of store, and now I don't know where my lodge key's gone. That's pretty strange. It's kind of like all these notes. Maybe you can stack these in there and you know, without losing them, just in case you ever want to have a look back on them later. Because I'm sure there's some interesting ones in here. But I'm just gonna put these in the hold for now. I'm just looking for ones like this because if there's a slate, I think they have information on them. Alright, so my mass has gone down into somewhere where I would consider it like half decent. I mean, I could have put my cutter in there. I tend to give my cutter to whoever I'm with so that they carry it for me, because it does have a mass of 4, which is quite a lot. So hey Mike, how's it going? So are you able to play this game yet, or do you have to wait a few more days? And will you be playing it, I think is a bigger question. So yeah, I normally give the cutter to the person I'm with, and then I'll trade back for it for whenever I need it, because it's few and far between for me so far anyway. Okay, so we've put that stuff in the cargo hold, so now we want to board. And because we've docked, normally when we leave by this door, but because we've docked, we have to leave by this upper door, which I quite like that idea. Ah, that's good. Well, I'm not story. I might do a tiny bit of the story, but I'm only on the second mission and I'm not going to destroy anything. Okay, so we need our gun out here. And I just want to make sure that I've got the best gun that I can use at the moment. There is the Equinox, which is a laser rifle, so I might actually switch to the Equinox, actually. This is a rare pistol, so it has 10% plus damage against humans, so I have to take that into consideration if I'm switching to something else, which is why I probably kept this gun in the first place. So let's go aboard and see what we have to do. Because we were firing at them, so I don't want a firefight here. And nothing's showing red. I'm just going to see if there's anything in here, if there's a ammo crate or even a lockpick. I won't take anything else. I know I was stealing non-stop in the last stream, but I've kind of decided that I won't just steal everything else, I'll steal stuff of value. So for example, 160 credits, who's going to miss that? And they wouldn't have lost it if I hadn't been forced to board. Really need the food, do I? So hang on, where's the bloody door in here? Right, I came in from here. Right. I'm completely at a loss for what I'm supposed to be doing here. Is there a slate or something? Because there was people on board a minute ago. Hang on, I haven't walked into the lower part of my ship or something, have I? Board the frontier. No, so I am in the right one. Right, just let me check what the mission is. Claim or a ship of hostiles. Oh, there's no bugger on board. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Levels are bottoming out.
Oh, he's in a So there's two people bobbing about. I'm not sure if one of them's going to come through the door. But just nick as much as we can here, because we're not necessarily going to be running, and I can always give it to them at the end of the mission. Ah, okay, there's a door. So So if there's a door... Oh, there's industrial workbench. Wait, here they come. Oh, quickly out of... we're out of ammo quite quickly there. See, I don't know if there's anywhere to actually see what your ammo count is. I don't see it here on this page, but I might just be completely and utterly blind to it. But without actually... I know you can see it on your main thing, so I know like now I've got... So I've got 64 magazines for this one. And each magazine holds... Oh no, I've got 55 bullets and currently 20 in the gun, that's what it is. Right, so let's go back here and... I thought one of these guys might have had something on him, but maybe not. Okay. So what we've got here, we've got notebooks, I'm not going to nick the notebooks, stupid, he's going to have something on him. I take the 7.7s just because, well, I'll tell you later. There's a gun I quite like that. I don't know when you come across it in game, but I came across it in my other save and I quite like it. So if I come across those in the future, then I really want to have some of that ammunition for them. So we'll use a med pack. And maybe something that has a really high health thing. Maybe a heart plus. Thanks for the moment. Right. What do you think of it then, Mike? Are you enjoying? Like I said, with the space travel, it's really up to
You don't stock up on junk.
I'm not stocking up on junk. I'm going to give it all to you in a minute. Right. So let's go into our inventory quickly. I've just picked up a nice gun apparently. So I wanted to see what it was, but was it a second side star? I still think the Equinox is probably the best to go with at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I'm not normally into RPGs myself. Like, I do like role-playing within games, so like maybe... Well, I don't know exactly what would count as specifically role-playing. When I think of RPGs, I think of always looking at what level you're at, what damage output and things like that. So, apart from maybe something like The Division, I'm not normally into this type of stuff. But, because it's based in space, and sometimes has quite strong... It feels a bit like The Expanse, like, in a way. Yeah, because of that, I'm a bit more kind of happy with it. Come on, blend with environment while sneaking and not moving. Right, okay. But do you actually have to blend in while sneaking, not moving? Okay, that's actually quite a good helmet to have. The thing is that this one's got 20% oxygen capacity, which is good when you're running. I don't think that trucker's helmet's ever going to see the light of day with me. Yeah, we've got some of the outfits now. And although these give you extra physicality, I think, I'm not really that bothered about these as undergarments. I just wear whatever I feel like wearing, you know. I actually think that one looks really cool. I like that one a lot. What you can do, a lot of people don't know this, is if I go to my girl, wherever she is, my main woman, where the hell is she? Has she buggered off back to the spaceship? Oh no, there she is. So her here, Sarah Morgan.
Good work.
I can
I'd
trade
be happy
gear with
to
her.
carry a few things for you.
Right, so you need to go to your... In order to do this, you need to kind of go to your inventory. But actually, it might work from here. See, if you look at the bottom, it gives different options. So A will take it off her, blah, blah, blah. And can you see just next to inventory, it actually says equip. Now, this is a picture of me. But this is not me. Okay, so you can equip this on her. So if I gave her that spacesuit, that helmet and that pack, for example, and the Equinox gun, that's what she will use. And you'll see when we go back now. So if I come out of it, oh, she should have them on. I haven't got them on, have I? Have I just made the right balls up of that? Right, hang on. Let's not trade here for a second. Because I did have that right. No, see? Ah, because she's inside. Okay, I think that's why she's not wearing it. But in other situations, you'll see her wearing it, I think. Because I have the setting that when I'm inside, I don't wear stuff. So I think that's why it's not on her. But if we were in a planet or in space, you'll see her wearing those specific things. Obviously, I'm not wearing them, even though I have the same gun. Okay, but you'll see that in a minute. I'll show you what I mean. And in the meantime, I still want to trade some stuff.
Let's see what this Vanguard knows.
Over
Want to see what I'm carrying?
No, I want to see what you're not carrying. Right, so my inventory. So we can get rid of like some of these serious weapons that we know we're not using. So for example, I've got 10 Grendels. Okay, that I've picked up. So we'll pass all of them over to her. To one Equinox. We'll send her both the Krakens. The Maelstrom I'll keep. No, I won't. I'll take the modified Grendel. So I'll take the compensator. I'll keep the compensator one. The other one can go. Solids can go. Rescue acts can all go. Side star they can go. Suppress Kraken that can go as well. Okay, so this is gonna really like lift up. I'll take away some of my my mass, so I can collect a bit more here. So we'll
Goodbye.
go like that. Right, we'll go back to the game in hand. Okay. He doesn't look like he's going to cause us any problems.
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right?
So, talking, I think I'm going to try and beat Ryan Gosling in Drive. That's what I'm going to attempt. So I'm trying to think how he would speak in that movie.
Ecliptic mercs. They'll work for anyone. And vanguards don't exactly make friends with local pirates, thieves, and scavengers. Think enough of them finally got fed up and they pooled their money to hire professionals. What? You guys still exist? Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
Do they have hood ornaments in the future? I haven't seen a lot of cars.
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, it's been a mess lately. Spacers, Varun Zealots, plus Ecliptic tracking me down.
We ran into a few members of Ecliptic at the Nova Galactic Star Yard. I'm guessing they were after you.
Ah, damn. That's probably how they found me. I knew taunting the Spacers to meet me at Neptune was a long shot. Making rookie mistakes. I've been chasing shadows around the Sol system for years. And every time I go back to Mars...
Sidonia is waiting for you. Run down. Forgotten.
Feels like everyone's given up, you know? I've just been spending more and more time in the Starfield. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really going back.
What does it mean when it says I'm spending time in the Starfield? Does that kind of mean like just space? Is it like their word for it? I could offer him a crew slot. I think they take a tiny percentage of what you earn or something.
Yeah? You know, that's actually kind of tempting. I'd have to settle some things back on Sidonia. Maybe hit me up there later.
If you don't mind, we came here for something. That strange object you found?
Right. Hey, it's yours. Appreciate the rescue. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Let's grab the artifact. Good work. Let's get back to the lodge.
But if he found it, he must have experienced it. No, the artifact. So I don't know why we're kind of writing him off and moving on already. Yeah, we'll just leave the dead bodies for you to clean up, Mucker. Right. And we go up to go back to the frontier.
Should I warm up the engines?
Stop telling me what to do. Right, the frontier. Oops, that wasn't the one I was looking for. Back, hold to exit. No, I just want to go back. Ah, okay. Inspect. No, you must have to do it at a shipbuilding thing. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, we haven't got skill points, but I have got completion on certain things, so we really need that next skill point. Okay, let's get undocked. And dock. So, like I said, if you go through all of these procedures every single time, it's gonna give you that kind of more feeling of being in space. So we're gonna move away from the ship. Now, one thing I did find out through playing in the other version, in my other save game, because a lot of people say, well, there's not much use for space. Well, there's some space fighting, but there's also something else I discovered. So if you come close to an asteroid, for example, like that, and blast the hell out of it, it will blow up and leave a present for you, a mineral deposit. So we'll target that, and it's 3 iron and 3 iridium. Free money. So you can sit here and all of these rocks, you can go at them. And in some places they won't be so good, in other places it might be a little bit better. You know, you never quite know, but you never know what you're gonna get until it's gone. We'll try this one actually. That one will blow up with enough force. So yeah, a lot of this is like iron. I think in oh, you can hear the rocks bouncing off me. Is this it? Iron ferro? In something else it calls it iron ferro. Not this game, but I can't remember which game does it. It might be Elite. You can always blow a few up to see if you find anything of any interest. But I love the fact that you can hear everything hitting you. Anyway, so it says return to lodge. So again, this is what I'm talking about. You set a course, but don't return to the lodge. And don't land. Simple as that. You can set the ticket off by using a landing target thing. I think it's that anyway. So we can go out. That was my thought. Okay. So we can go up, click on Jameson, and then set course. Now I can jump. Okay, so we're going to do the whole jump drive thing. I'm going to point the ship away from the rocks. And then we jump.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband.
Okay, and then you can actually use your scanner to find landing spots, but I prefer to. There's a civilian outpost there, and I've never been to that one. Not even in my other save. Didn't realise. So I'm not going to go to there. I am going to. I think I'm going to the Mass District, if I remember right. I think there's 4 different places here. And the Mass District's the landing district, I think.
Mind if we stop by the waterfall on this trip?
Oh crap, it's
I
not.
could use a few moments to unwind.
No, we're going back, love. We've landed, so it's not the Mass District, it's the other one. Bit lazy, people disappearing into trains, if you ask me. But hey ho. Oh look, I've never seen this weather before. A lot of games in this day and age seem to have this read out the best way to explain, like read out thunderstorm. A lot of games seem to have it, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I haven't even got a booster for my backpack yet. Hello, my good friend. Right, so we're gonna... Oh, yeah. That's what we have to do. So, before we sell... Speak to Sarah Morgan. So we'll talk to
Back
her.
to the lodge. Bring me anything useful?
I didn't bring you anything, love. Right, so we can take one of them. Take all 10 of them. Spacesuits, that's hers. Pack. Take the Star Roma pack. Helmets. Oh, she should wear that one. Not that one. She should wear that one. I'll take that. I'll take that. Apparel. She can wear that one, the Argos jumpsuit, and I'll take... She can wear the cap as well. I'll take that one and that one. Resources. Don't really know if I need any of these yet. I'll take all. Oh crap. Oh, there you go. See how she's changed? There you go. She's changed some gear there.
Let's see what you've got.
So she's wearing what I gave her. That was what I was telling you about before. So everything that isn't attributed to her, I think it's just given me. So all the other things, it's just kept on her. So that's what you can do. You can dress people out, which I think's quite interesting. 'Cause I don't know. For me, sometimes I want a visualization of somebody that I remember, not how it's been. The mods for the guns and stuff, I have on a space helmet, but that's something I am going to come to in a minute, specifically. Because I found something out in my other game, but I'm a little bit higher rank, so I don't know if I was doing it right, basically. Okay, he's got enough money for that. Sometimes he runs out of money. That's an issue sometimes. Sometimes you come back with loads of stuff. So, one of the ways that fast travel is good is you can go and quickly sell in other places and not worry about it. 5 of these, 2 of these, 1 of those. So we've basically fleeced him of 500 quid here. and we've still got stuff left over. I'm not sure if we can actually sell in the shop. I'm going to have a quick buzz around just to see if there's anywhere else. We need to get that 325 off him. Now this is something you need to know as well. If you're selling but they don't have any money in that top right hand corner, if it's in red, they'll take your stuff but they don't give you any money for it. So be really careful about overselling stuff. See how it's in 101 now? So what it's telling me is that these items it won't give me money for them, but it will take them. So just be like really, really careful, because I've made that mistake of selling loads of stuff and then once you back out you can't buy back. So I basically fleece him for absolutely as much as I can get with stuff that I don't need. So I can get one. I can actually get 4 out for this wire spool, so he's basically out of money now. Unless you buy something, but because that one isn't a shop, I don't actually think you can buy. I think it's all stuff you have to sell, or it shows the stuff that you've sold to buy that. So the other thing I wanted to show...
Anything I can help you with?
I think it's this one.
Sure, have at it.
So when you ask to improve a ship, you can go into the ship builder part. I think it's the ship builder part. You'll just have to give me a sec because I'm bloody terrible like this. I see stuff and then I forget. So now you go into edit. No. Accept. Edit, delete, select all. Ah, there we go. See where it says colour, third along from the top? Click the LS button, and here's where you get to totally modify your ship. So we want to get it to the front of the ship first, and I've forgotten how we do that. Oh god, this is hard work. Right, okay, yeah, we'll do it like that. So for example, you hover over the part. I think you can do this anywhere that you want. Click LS, and then it'll take you to this one. So I'm going to leave saturation and brightness where they are because it seems to give it the worn-in look. But for example, I'm going to select. Actually, the saturation I might up a little bit, and I will select that. And you can see it's made that front section now all green. So I can go along to the next cockpit now. Or select all, actually. I didn't even know you can select all. Colour. Go down, find the last colour that I used. And there you go, that's my ship now. So that's really cool how you can do that. I didn't even know until yesterday. So that's pretty cool. And again, you might be going, well, Swifty, there's some red bits on it. Yes, there is, because the second colour, if I go down, do it again. Obviously, you can do it with any colour you want. Then the secondary is going to get... No. Back. And then select all, colour, and then colour 3. So I would go down there. Now everything will be in my green colour that I've wanted to put in, apart from the top of the engines, and I'm not sure why, but that's pretty cool. I like how you can do that. It's interesting, and it's because certain things can't be coloured. But I don't know, it just gives your ship that thing. Everybody knows, like, my favourite colour is green, so I normally put green colours on it. But one thing I do try and do is keep the brightness, because the brightness seems to give it that perfect ship worn-in colour. If you brighten it up, it can look I want to say ridiculous, but it doesn't look ridiculous, but it looks too new and too coloured. It's not a racist claim I just made there, was it? Then you accept all, and you can back out. Accept. Back out. I think it doesn't need
Looks to me
fixing.
like you're already in pretty good.
No. I like that when you actually ask to fix your ship and he'll tell you, no, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't need it upgrading, which is really, really cool. You can buy and sell ships from here. and that's it. He'll tell you how to get other crew as well, because apparently you can get other crew. But look, there's my ship in my wonderful colours. Unfortunately, it's not the middle of the day, so we don't get a really good look at it. But it gives you that thing of personability straight off the bat, you know? It's your ship now. And so we're going to go around the port.
If that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back.
So now here we've got a bar. It's on the left of the steps here. So we've got a bar here, the viewport, and you can get something to drink in there. And then we've got Jameson Mercantile here, who they sell body kits,
It takes a strong
clothes,
mind and a good
guns
eye
and
to
all
sell
sorts.
art.
So sometimes good to just come and have a look in somewhere like here, so you can see if
If it
there's
belongs on
anything
your ship, oh please
decent
take a look.
available. Which there isn't always, but yeah. So the ace. Oh, so I can sell stuff in here, which is good. Okay. I'm not sure if this is what they're selling. This is what I've caught. This is what they're selling. Okay. Do you know the nicer looking outfits? They actually. They seem to not have good stats half the time. The ground crew pack and the space trucker pack have a bit of an upgrade as to what I've got. So I was just thinking of maybe picking one of them up. One of them's got a basic boost pack. Oh, I'll get the space trucker one for the time being. He's not got anything special in there. Sometimes I like to look at the apparel, because the apparel, each time the suits that people wear on each planet's different. You can just get some nice ones like that. If you want to be like a hard-working guy, then maybe that's what you're looking for. Or you can go for some nicer. I like that settler poncho. Not sure about the bit hanging down at the front, but I do like that in general. And I think that's it. There's something else I found once which I really liked as well. Every time I visit a shop, any shop, I always check MISC, because they'll have digipicks, which you do come along quite often. But if you make a mistake when you're cracking, not the expert one, but the difficult one, I've forgotten the name of it now. That can really spoil your time. It really, really can. Well, if it bothers you as much as it does me, because I like cracking them. Got some stories, notes and stuff there. So there's plenty of stuff here. Again, the other thing I'd always try and stock up on is your ammo. It can be expensive, so you can hear it. It's like $3,000 worth for 345 bullets. So the cost of bullets in this game is pretty high. But the reason I say that is because you can't do it while you're in
Appreciate the
conversation.
business.
It's really annoying. If I look at the gun I was trying to use, the anti-personal side star, that needs .27 caliber, and so you need to kind of know your calibers
Hope you're finding everything.
just
Oh,
of the
please,
guns
take
you've
a
got,
look.
just to keep on top of it. So it's .27, wasn't it? So they've got a few here. It's about $2,000. And then we'll sell to offset a bit of it. So as well, you can look at the ammo that you don't normally use, and then if you find lots of it, you'll end up being able to sell it. So, oh, I already had one of them. Oh, see, don't make stupid purchases, people. I'm not a big fan of that one, but maybe we can do it up. Oh, turn me off it now. No, I bought one. Oh, I didn't see that. Where did I pick that up from? Should wear that. Okay, we'll take that on. I think I'm going to sell that one because I the look of it. So even if it had good stats, I wouldn't want to use it. I think I'll get rid of the utility flight suit, and then I'll go down to MISC and sell anything that is not a digipick. There we go. So pretty much got what I want here. Oh,
Thanks for coming
look
in.
out. And I should have saved myself a little bit of weight. 115 from 145, so that's okay. Right, so we're gonna mosey on to the next part. Just a coffee shop over there.
Evening, sir.
I'll get to the mod thing, Mike. Don't worry, I haven't ignored it. It's just something I wanted to show you. Okay, so we'll go to the mass district but we have a commercial district which we can go to as well, and residential, and you can buy apartments. So you can actually buy apartments and kit them out.
We should
They're
add
not
that
cheap,
artifact
but
to the collection as soon as possible.
ah, shut up, Sarah. Stop telling me what to do. Right, let's move on then. I'm gonna run a little bit here. I know I've got 20% more oxygen. It doesn't feel like it lasts. But you've got to sprint as much as possible with your kind of sidekick to... There's a couple that you can do. There's one where you need to do it till you deplete your oxygen, and then there's just a distance one. So you don't necessarily have to stop, but it's quite hard to get it like get it charged up. No, to get your numbers up. That's the way I was going to phrase it. Oh, it's gone to bloody top messages again. Ugh, I hate this. All messages. Okay, there we go. Live chat. Okay. Right, so we're gonna go put this artifact in.
I am at your service, Captain.
We have it. Go ahead. Do the honors.
Actually, I will do the honors, but I just want to make sure I haven't got
Now that
anything.
you're also given the...
I hope you don't lose what you've stacked in him, because I have a feeling that I've stacked stuff in Vasco, and then I've put him on standby and I've lost it all.
It fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation.
Now, this place is a little bit like the Batcave.
Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation.
So look, as a
As a
partner,
crewman
she has a
this
lot of
time.
good things, especially when you're in ship.
Honestly, this just makes it more official. Call it right person, right place, right time. But once the artifacts started coming together, you were one of us. We're going to do great things together. By the way,
Oh, sorry,
how
I
would
didn't
you
mean
like
to
to
skip
keep
that.
traveling together?
Yes,
I'm
I
not sitting
do.
behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well.
Now,
You
I'm guessing
got
that she
results.
gives you a boost to these
I need
things,
someone
these
like you
stars.
watching my back. All right. We've got a few more. First, there's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person. Bye-bye.
So I'm gonna just come out of it. So now I've got a skill point. Yeah, right. So skill points take quite a long time to get. I'm guessing, unless you're really good at the game and you manage to. So one of the things which I did see a video on the other day is a guy saying if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, your character's going to be OP. Right. Well, there's one big problem. Is I could tell you which one of these is going to do you best regarding the character you're going to be, but it tells you itself what character you should be, because unless you're actively trying to change something, the things that you get better at on here will tell you what you should spec into. So there's certain ones you should consider specking into, and one of them is this one. It lets you utilize boost packs. So even if you have a boost pack at the beginning, you don't get to boost. You have to have the first one of boost pack training. But because at the moment I'm running a lot to try and get my other numbers up, which I think are this one, if I remember rightly. No, not that one. This one, the weightlifting one. Because I'm trying to up that. I don't really want a boost pack, because the boost pack's going to hinder that. So the wellness is the other one I'm trying to get up, because it increases your maximum health or whatever. But the weightlifting one's really important because it does help you with the capacity that you can carry, and it goes up by like 100. So that is really, really important. The other thing is, as you level up, don't feel the need to spend those skill points straight away, because that was a mistake I made, was doing it too quickly. Now, because I've got a fair way to run before I can upgrade that one, yeah, I've only done like half. Actually, if I've only done half so far, I think I'm going to leave that skill point. I was considering ramping up my ballistics one, because that gives you more weapon damage and just makes you much better. At the moment, we're like science and tech, because I'm not planet side. I'm not doing anything science based yet, so I'll work on that as at a later point. So if anybody's just joined the stream, or if you just joined the stream for the first time, come by, say hello in the chat. Please drop a like if you like it, and if you don't, well, there isn't a middle finger button, but you can always try the chat for that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that for the moment. Right, on to the part that you were asking about, Mike. So there's two fold to this, and I hope I'm not teaching you to suck eggs, but it's something I want to show you. So upstairs in the lodge, nope, that goes back out to New Atlantis. I've forgotten the bloody way now. You have a bedroom. What is the bedroom? Where is the bedroom? It's not this one. And there is a way of spotting your room. It's a toilet. Okay, so this room is important. I didn't realise it was here, so we've got to come back to that one. Oh, somebody's sleeping here, so that's obviously not my bedroom. We'll come back to the one with the machine in it in a moment. That looks a suspect one. That's not mine either. I thought that was another machine in there. But we'll come back to those bedrooms in a moment. I really can't remember where my bedroom is. It must be around the other side. No, this is it, I think. It's got the nice plush bed, and it's more like front and centre. Yeah. You'll see there's a safe in your bedroom. Well, you can transfer stuff into this safe that you're carrying, which sounds pretty good. But the important part to look at is the mass. Sorry. Promise, hang on, I'm going to pause this just while I do a cough. So one of the things is, you can store things in it that you're not using. Amazing, right? I'm just going to put throw a few things in there that I won't be using at any point soon. Probably throw that one in as well. And I think that's everything. The resources, I don't need to throw anything in there. I don't know if that aluminium is... No, I took it off her, didn't I? Okay, we'll come back to something about that later as well. Sorry, transfer. Look at the mass. Look at the mass. Even though I have 2 spacesuits, 2 packs, 2 helmets, apparel, and 7 things overall, there is no mass. This is infinite storage. So that's in your bedroom. That is really, really important in this game. So I could steal everything here and just stick it in there, and it's going to hold it. So to have one place, albeit away from the ship, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I don't think you can do the ship inventory. No, you can't, unfortunately. It's infinite, which is great. Okay, that's the first thing. And then going back to what we were talking about a minute ago, you'll have to forgive me because my awareness of where I am is non-existent. It's over here. So in here you have the pharmaceutical lab. Okay, so you can use this one to craft the pharmaceutical things. And I was a bit drunk when I played this last night. There is somewhere with others, and I can't remember where. Oh, what's in here? Weapons case. Oh, it can't be open because it's not mine, I'm guessing. Maybe I have to look down the stairs for it, I don't know. I might have to look down the stairs for it, I can't remember. But there is a room with cooking station here. So I think each, or some of the rooms, have each one of the machines in them. So you actually can go into and find the ones with the machine that you need. I hope I didn't dream this, but I'm sure of it. I can see the pharmaceutical one here, but there is another one. There's one for your spacesuits and stuff. What's this? No, that's just stuff to steal. I don't want to steal anything. This is really strange. I swear there was more than this. I swear there was. Seriously. I reckon I can't. Yeah, it's inaccessible as well. I wonder if they're accessible later. I'm bloody sure there was one. I'm either losing my mind or something. I don't know. One or the other. But at least we know there's some of them here. It wasn't anywhere else in the building, was it? It's not here. Not here. There's no extra door here. Oh, there is. Hang on. This where I found it? Under the stairs? Yeah, this is ringing a bell now. Okay, here we go. Look. And down here there's everything. So you don't need to go to specific planets and whatnot to get bits and bobs. You just go down here and you have a pharmaceutical lab, you have the cooking station, the industrial workbench, the research lab, the spacesuit workbench, and the weapon workbench. Pretty darn cool. So I don't know if you knew that about that, Mike. I'll teach you now to suck eggs there. And then your gear's listed in here. And if you have the things, you can do the mod. If you don't have the things, you can't do the mod. So for example, I can't give it extra capacity or anything because I don't have any polymer. Can't give it this one because I don't have any biosuppressant or molecular sieve. So these are kind of things that you have to search out for. Now if you look, the one that's grey is what you can have installed or what you already have installed. I'm quite surprised I'm missing so much stuff actually. So I have almost nothing here. I can put a no boost pack, but you have to actually pay for it, so you don't want that. a skip capacity boost back there, which I don't... I'm guessing it means to skip capacity. Okay, but I think that means that it works. It doesn't take away capacity, it just means when you're boosting... I didn't even know that your boost was connected. There's skins, but I don't know if you have to find them or what. Because I've never seen another skin. Never. So yeah, you can mod everything, but you have to have the things to do it. And sometimes there's requirements as well. So that's for the list makers. I'll really enjoy that. Because I don't do it as much now, but I think in the future I will become more of a list maker. Because with other games I do like... I thought I might have collected enough to do something here, but it seems like I don't. So you'll have to work out where some of these things are as well, and it's not easy sometimes to spot them, but I think the settlements are all connected to each and every one, so okay, we can't mod our spacesuit. Can we mod our weapon, maybe? Bit of a different screen, a bit harder to read. So I can make a long barrel. No, I can't. Why can't I? I don't know why I can't make one, because I have the things for it. Have I not? Is there a mission? So if you look at that one, the long barrel is not darkened out. It's there, but I can't install it. Which is strange. Reflex sight is blackened out. Okay, so look here, I don't know why, but compensate. I can make myself a compensator, which will bring the mass down and up the accuracy and the value of it. So we'll do this because this is on a good gun.
Whoa, that looks lethal.
It's still... Required research. Barrel mod 1. Required research? Where do you do the research then? Oh, you can rename your weapon. I did not know that. That's a good one as well. So I didn't notice that last night. Oh, so where do you do the research then? I'm assuming not on the bench. Is it in the industrial? I just Hey Tangent, how are you doing? Just saw your message there. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, okay. I don't need that. 11 o'clock at night. People sending me bad news. Oh god. Right. Okay. How are you doing, Tangent? No, this is letting me make things, and I don't particularly want to make anything. So, okay, so, yeah, okay, so that's okay. So if you came in here with, like, loads of minerals, you could build stuff. So that's alright. But I don't understand where you learn about it. That's lost on me, because I can't... So that's a pharmaceutical lab. That's the cooking station. See, these just say craft, they don't say anything about learning about them. And they all fit in. So the weapon thing, I don't know. I don't know how... I'll have to work that out. And the cooking stations for food and stuff. Well, the first thing to understand about Starfield is that it isn't a space simulator. It's a game. It's a story. You have to think about it like being in an episode of The Expanse or something like this. You know, when you're just inside of it. But you can. These are extra missions you can get for money and stuff. I don't know if you actually get anything like you learn anything from it, but this can all make the game last longer, if you will. I'm gonna check out these other rooms because I don't think I checked these other rooms out before. I think I was a bit too drunk. Oh, okay, so we've got some type of spacesuit. Ah, but it's a master one, and I haven't got the master unlock yet. But I will, because I like unlocking stuff. Oh, oh, it's taking me outside. Bollocks. What have you been playing, Tangent? Because I haven't seen you in forever. Are you like a Diablo person or something? Not Diablo, what's that? Baldur's Gate type person?
Can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves
shut
for
up,
our
you're
next
back.
mission.
Right, so... That's the toilet. That's some weird bedroom. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work out how you do the... Oh, what is it? Ah, there. I think it's gonna sit on it. Right, okay. Right, well let's do something. Let's do something that isn't necessarily mission. Like the thing. Actually, you know what? I should probably do, just from my own experience, is talk to Vladimir and maybe find one of the artifacts to show you how that kind of how that works. So we'll set a course. And I'll fast travel for this one. Normally I wouldn't fast travel, like I said, I'm trying to do this in the way, but I want to get this first one because I think it's kind of part of the story that you need to really do. So we'll boost off. Once you're within 500 meters of anything, you can board it, collect it, whatever it might be that you want to do. It's pretty cool. It does allow you to do like, but again, if you're gonna want to take it seriously and you really feel strongly, especially if you've played Elite or something like that, you might want to just see that you're in the correct position for a dock before doing it or whatever. Like at least approach one of the docking things. And then at least when you press dock, it's going to be semi-realistic that you're going to do it, you know? Did Star Citizen give it to you or just charge you for it, though? What's true is true. What's right is right. But yeah, I can understand why people move. I haven't played Elite in forever. That's not to say I'm not going to go back to it, because I was thinking about this the other day. But I'm not going to make any promises or anything. But there's reasons for me to maybe want to go back to it. Oh, I think I just killed a mosquito. Every little helps. So we're going upwards because we're in a station. So Mike, if you're still watching, did you know about that stuff downstairs in the lodge and whatnot? Because I didn't want to teach anybody how to suck eggs. Wow. Wow! See, this is what Elite should have had. But everything about this is what I was saying should have been put into Elite a long time ago. The mission boards, the quality of the missions is 10 times better than Elite, and they've had years to work on it. I don't know how you store your sidearms, so just be careful not to shoot anybody.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood. Former Crimson Fleet. An old Jacoboons would be the term for it, back in my day. Left that life behind me. Even before I signed up with Constellation, I was retired.
Well, I hope I give you a few tips, Mike, because these are things that I just found out just by messing about. I didn't see anything on the tip screen about it, especially the downstairs of the lodge, because that door under the stairs is so missable, and to be honest with you, I don't remember entering it yesterday. So I don't know how the hell I found it. But it was in my notes to do something about it in stream, just for anybody who might be watching, because there's a couple of other things as well. Like the mining asteroids, I had no idea about that part. Hey Joe, good to see you.
if you don't
Yep.
want to talk, we don't
Ah,
have
shut
to.
up. I'm trying to
Glad you
to
two
somebody
finally
else.
have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the
We'll do in a
artifacts
second,
come
Joe.
together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for...
Just so you know, I am on a non-alcohol thing at the moment, and as I said, I was a bit drunk last night because I had a couple of small ones and a couple of shandies, and I was off my face. So, which is really weird. So I'm back on the fruit juices tonight. Let's have a look. Alright, I don't know if I'll do this free event because I'm so engrossed in Starfield, and to be honest with you, I've got a few games on my... I've got the Xbox Game Pass with my Xbox, and I'm going to actually... People, all of you who are YouTube people who follow me on YouTube, please, please, please follow me on Twitch as well. Because some of the Xbox games I can only do through Twitch. I can't do it through YouTube. There is some weird ways that you can get it restreamed, but I'm not quite there with that yet, and I don't really... The things I maybe want to do for my channel in the future, I need some things to change in my regular life, and that's not going to happen for the next month or so, or next couple of months or so. So, for the moment, it'll be like Xbox will be just on Twitch when I do that stuff. The only thing is I don't have a microphone for the Xbox, so I don't know how I'm going to do that anyway. But I will try Star Citizen out one day, because I think my computer now can run it. So yeah, and back to Joe as well. Good to see you, Joe. How's things with you? What are you playing at the moment, Joe?
Deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
No, some people with long memories there, Joe. Another person with long memories. I always remember you all by your... I always remember you all by your little pictures. So if somebody changes that picture, I often get lost. I think if Joe changed it, it would be different, but I would.
No matter how good the scan, it's still just peeking at light, and she only has one speed.
Ultimately, we're not looking at a planet. We're looking at the radiation coming off a planet. And that takes years to get here.
Lot of interstellar bodies in the way, too. All that noise makes squaring the circle harder. Only going to be able to give you so many at once. You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
I'll ask about
Another
her.
Roken constellation who's making a name for herself. Likes to be on her own. I can relate, so I try to look out for her more than most. You're probably right. Just hard not to think of all the bad luck you can get into burning helium out there.
I agree with Vladimir. We shouldn't simply assume...
Hey, Smitty, there's another face. There's another face I haven't... Wasn't expecting you to drop in. How are you doing? Again, Smitty's picture of the cat is the whole thing.
should be fine.
No, I actually know his name as well.
She should
but
be
it
at
would
one
link
of
me
the
to
two
him.
sites I've marked on your star map. can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
So as I was saying, let me go back because I forgot tangent. Is that I went off on another tangent. I've got quite a few games in my to-play list, but like I said, if there's a free weekend at some point in the future, I might check Star Citizen out just to give it a whirl. From what I've seen of it through other people's videos, like, it's cool that you can move around your ship and stuff, but the game itself, I wasn't sure how good it was. But having said that, those videos were a long time ago.
That's why I missed your little welcome party. Got caught up plotting all the data the Eye can give us. Wouldn't mind the helper's hand, though. Could speed the process along. Up-to-date planetary scans would help filter all the data I have to sift through. Maybe help to find the anomalous bits. And Constellation can slide a credit or two your way. All part of the mission of charting the stars, right?
Okay, let's
Then
try.
we're hand in hand in agreement. Now, get out there and burn some helium.
I've got some. I must have found something.
Let's
for it.
deal.
Okay. So this is one I've... No, I haven't. But yeah, you can sell him survey data, and I didn't know that until now. So there you go. And that was through discussion, because in my other save, I've had a discussion with him, and I don't remember him talking about... I don't remember him talking about survey data at all. But that's interesting. Oh, God,
Usually
this is long.
doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on. But if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
Visit Vladimir's house. So here's something, right? I had a conversation with him in my other save, and visiting his house never, ever came up. So it's now in my little list of activities. Hang on, I need to sneeze. Right, okay. So I never got that before, so that's now in the activities. So these are all kind of things you can chase up on. So now I need to find the one. Okay, so I need to find Andreja and then go to these places. So listen, I know what happens when I go to these places, so I'm gonna go and then see what's necessary because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody else. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the first place. So I'm gonna try and find Andreja first, am I? Yeah. So again, we're not gonna do that directly because I'm wanting to make this kind of playthrough as long as I can, not to make it feel a bit more spacey, if you will. So we'll leave the eye and go back to the frontier.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Are you working in cybersecurity now? Does that mean you can break into the servers of Frontier and allow us to do endless distance jumps? That'd be great, wouldn't it? See, one of the things about it that I'm going to piss and moan about is your fleet carriers should have been able to do one massive jump and then a huge wind down. I'm talking about days, right? And you could have maybe jumped anywhere once. That's how I think that should have worked. But that's just me. Yeah, you're right, Tangent. There's a few people I know who've changed their names, and then they come in, and obviously they know me, but I only know them by their names. Quite often I'll know people by a few little other things that they drop. like that they might tell me about, but in general, it's so you can look at these. This is security, so we don't want to attack them. You can basically get a fight into a fight with anybody that you really want to. Right, so the only thing that I found difficult about this game sometimes is when you do switch those positions, it sometimes resets your mission to whichever one it thinks should be first in the list, and I really don't like that. So, so with this one, for example, you have to bear with me because sometimes these... So, yeah, so this one, I want to click on Find Andresia till it goes blue and then set a course. And now I can jump. And I always like to point the ship away from the planet. Actually, it's impossible to jump through a planet, but I think I can. I think I've jumped through a station. Okay, so we're at the moon of Tau Ceti, and I'm just gonna find where Andresia is. So she's somewhere in this abandoned mine, seemingly. Something else, another a bionic slab. So we're gonna set that, and then we can land on it. Well, I've only done one stream so far, and yes, I am really enjoying it. It's not a space simulator, so it can't take the place of Elite or Star Citizen. It just can't. But I think it's a blueprint for others. I really do think that some other company with a bigger idea can look at this and say, wow, why haven't Star Citizen or Elite implemented that or this or that? I'm sure with the modding community it's going to get tons more, and then it's already got one. It's already got one expansion lined up, I think, which only going to come out in a month or so or something, if I read rightly. So now she's in all of the kit that I was talking about earlier. So she's kitted out as I wanted to kit her out. It's a low gravity. Whoa, yeah. This is a low gravity place because I bounced. Literally as soon as I
Starting a
this.
mining operation like this takes time, patience, and a hell of a lot of credits.
I don't see. Wait. Oh, that was a mine. But it didn't tell anybody I was here. Bit of a sneaky one, wasn't it? Let's have a look. I meant of the ministry. Ah, yeah. Oh God, there's so many videos which are trying to. I won't name names, but they're trying to sell their videos like you would an Elite, but an Elite like help video. But I don't think you need it for this. I think this game's just about get out there and find it for yourself. There's definitely no super secrets. Like there was one saying an XP glitch and there's cheats for that. There's actually console cheats within the game. You don't need to go through the process. But these content creators, which is kind of forcing me away from YouTube in some ways. Some content, especially game content creators for specific games, they make videos about the most nonsensical stuff. Like a 10-minute video, can you take a shit in Starfield? And then they'll just waddle on, and then at the end they'll go, no, you can't. It's kind of got a bit out of hand with this game, but I can understand it. If you can garner some more clicks and likes, and it keeps your kind of YouTube payments coming, then it's probably necessary. But it just feels like there's a lot of stuff being created for no reason. I just nearly pulled the alarm there. What a doyle.
reminds me of the first one I ever explored near Performance.
Yes, I have seen bugs. I've definitely seen bugs, like the arse-eating pilot seat, which actually I think should have been included in the game personally. And I've seen something where somebody's hair was going crazy, but I have not noticed any massive bugs. The only bug that I think there is the value of things, because I do think a lot of stuff's undervalued in the game. And when you look at the like standard values, I think, well, yeah, in order to buy penthouses and ships, you're gonna need that type of money. But no, I might be wrong, and you might need to go into a new game plus to get all that stuff. Whatnot. Wait, there's fights going on already.
Don't come any closer.
Ah, no.
Identify yourself.
My name is Ryan Gosling. I'm not here to hurt you.
You
That'll do.
are from Constellation. Vladimir said someone might be coming.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members? I suppose. And yet you are here, instead of checking up on Barrett or Noel. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk.
It's funny you should say that, Smitty, because there is a game engine upgrade coming. So when Phantom Liberty comes out, there'll be a game engine update as well, and I think that's going to fix some things. However, yeah, for me, Cyberpunk has some things which you just have to get used to, and you have to understand that they happen. If you don't, it's really hard to get out of it. The game's okay, and there are some good storylines, and definitely some like really strange builds that you can kind of get away with in that game, and it can be a lot of fun. But yeah, there are still some issues with it, but it's definitely better than it was on release. Right, so are we leaving, or are we continuing down the mine for her? Who did she shoot? They might have dropped something.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Crispy alien nuggets. That's what you want. Come on, you mother lover. I'll tell you one thing that is out on this game is when you're in a firefight, quite often they can shoot through a wall at you. You cannot shoot through a wall at them. I'll take the weapons. I don't well, I might take the gun to have a look at it. And we should have a look at the computer. Now, always have a look at the computer, because you can do stuff like that. Okay, so it's perfect because it's done this. There's a robot somewhere in here. So I can recalibrate the friend and foe setting so it protects me, and I can remove its combat inhibitors. Oh no, hang on, do I want to reinstall them? I forgot. Oh crap, I think I've just set the robots off me. Oh crap. Let's see, active units. Activating unit. So if there was a robot that was able to wasn't a robot that was able to kill me before, there is now, and we'll soon see because he's right next to me. Nope. So he'll go down in the mine, and he'll do all of my legwork for me, basically, or he should do all of my legwork for me. Oh, we got another fire extinguisher there. Or maybe he'll follow me. I don't know. I always thought that he would do my job for me. Just gonna leave. I didn't see you there, my friend. That's probably gonna notify some other mother lovers that you're down here. Oh, he's got some extra armor actually. And he's run away. No, he hasn't. He's in bleed out. Get his backpack. Is it blow up? Oh, he's got up. Is that his friend helping him? Oh, he's trying to run away. Oh no! I do like how they do that.
Come on!
I'll get the medipack as well. I'll take that actually. Bandages always come in handy. Right, there was somebody down here as well. I'll take those two. Yeah, so the people, they do retreat. They don't really I think, from if I remember yesterday, they flank you sometimes, but they don't understand flanking themselves. So they sometimes, like, it's really like super easy to outflank them. Basically, I don't know what the hell's down here. I hope we find something interesting. Quite normally when you're led off the path, it'll lead you to something. Pack and a weapons workbench. So let's see if we can. I was wondering if we could maybe find something from here. I'm gonna have to look into the research element. I don't know if anybody knows about it, but it's throwing me off a bit. So they reset your perks? That's strange. Ah, do you know what? They might have. The reason they might have is there was a... But this is very early on. There was oh, more down. Oh no, but no more. There was a time when the perks didn't work properly, and so they did an update, and they may have that might have been when they kind of took the perk part away from it. I don't know, so to guess. Has he gone behind us? Oh, you good. Oh, he was there. Oh, don't bleed out. Bleed out. Good on. No, I'm done. Right. I get some credits. Right, so I think we're pretty clear of enemy here. And it's low gravity, so we can just kind of enjoy jumping around a little bit. Weapons case. Credits. Medipack. You take all the medipacks you can get. Every medipack you come across. Not everything, but in your inventory, when you go to aid, the medipacks have no mass. So that's why I say get as many as possible, because there's other stuff. But again, this is where maybe the game has calculated things wrong. Like, this says restore 3 health. 3 health is nothing. It's not restoring anything. You'd need to drink everything you had, and even that, 10 health, it's not a lot. Well, I'll show you, because the health bar doesn't really go up. So all this extra stuff I don't think is really necessary, unless you can maybe mod it to a certain point where it becomes like super good for you or super healthy for you. What am I looking for? Right, we're going back up the steps then, aren't we? I think this is the way. I hope this isn't the way we came in. I saw something move over there.
Meet your death.
Right, so there was something. Kinda said there was someone over here. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's a game.
How are you easing into things, Andrasia?
Yeah, there's some people down there.
Helping with the transition to this new way of
because these guys run away and hide, sometimes it's really difficult to find them. Like, this was showing somebody's really close, and now he's not. It does sometimes take him a little bit of time to it does sometimes take him a while to hone in on you, sorry. But you have to be really careful when they do, because that starts like taking energy off straight away. Like, he's just zoned in on me there. So I think as long as you don't stand in exactly the same point, they actually have to kind of recalibrate to get to you. They do move about. They are pretty tricky sometimes. Oh, and his backpack exploded, that's a bonus, and it killed the other guy. So there's somebody else banging around, but I can't see where he is. Ah, there he is, he's hiding down there. Yeah, he's got me. He's got me horned in by the looks of it. Two great shots in them there, and then I missed an easy one. Right, okay, so everybody's done and dusted. Thank you, yeah, my gunplay is pretty top notch. That's all well, yeah, going back, Smitty eating 400 cheese wheels in Skyrim. Well, I've never played Skyrim because I'm not normally a huge RPG fan, but this is a Bethesda game. Skyrim's a Bethesda game. How do I store swag? Well, you can give some to your teammate, Mike, and then when you get access to the lodge, in your bedroom upstairs, there is infinite storage. You can also, if you access your inventory when you're close to your ship, outside, I don't think you can do it inside, I think you have to be outside. You can also store stuff on your ship. But they all have mass themselves, so you can only carry and give so much. If it's encumbered for the time being, if you're doing it for monetary sell on, then I'd dump off anything that's only worth like 1, and only keep things that you're going to make money for. That's the way I'd do it, Mike. But that's my way of doing it. You can walk around encumbered. It's just encumbered, but it's not the best. It's not the most fun, shall I say. I hope we're going down there at some point, because there's people dead with guns and stuff, and I don't want to miss out on that loot. Okay, there's somebody who's just noticed me. There he is. Okay, we've got a safe. I can't because it's an expert. I hate it when they're all expert mobs. It's really annoying. I think you can actually choose it as one of your things, so you can be a... how would you put it? Like a... You can be a safe cracker. So I would love to be like a roguey space pilot at some point, but I don't know if it fits the game. I really don't know if it fits the game. Looks like we might have a fair bit of loot in here. The only thing is we've got to go a couple of different routes, I think. We've got some loot over there, definitely, because we laid out half of their people. And we've got some here. Oh, it's credits. Oh, more credits. 500 in that one. I'll take the minor jumpsuit just for the time being. I didn't see what was in this. What's a stealth equinox? Let's try it. I'm not encumbered yet, am I? No, I've got a fair bit of space actually. We'll take that. And there's a little box there, but I don't know if... Yeah, you can get shotgun casing. Okay, so we need to go where all those dead bodies are. Oops. There's nothing in that one.
How are you easing into
Storage
things,
box?
Andresia?
Oh, no.
Is our mutual
Right.
acquaintance helping with the transition to this new way of life?
So we're going to go over here. And I am going to attempt to jump. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to attempt it. So it worked about as good as I expected. Hang on, how come I can jump high there? Give me a break. Come on, don't be silly. Ugh. I'm going to get this right. If it's the end of me. Right, let's have a look. So, jump. Oh, you can't do it. Right, okay. Is there another way up? This way, or do I have to go back where I came from? The good thing about this is my my companions are getting a good workout here. So there is a way up here that I saw, and I'm not sure if this is the way you go about it. Whoa, don't fall off. Right, this is where the most of the dead bodies are, I think. And I don't know if I saw many crates from up there. Don't think I need the flashlight.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Okay,
This
so let's have a
looks
look at this.
promising.
We've got a fastened classified star armor. 3,000
If I
credits.
had not mentioned it, I have another package ready for delivery.
Right, so let's just have a quick look at what that was. Oh, is Smitty off? Alright, good to see you. Good to see you, Smitty. And I'll see you around, okay? Alright, so this is one of the newer ones, but it's only a 3 energy one. It's not actually even that strong. The Equinox is way better. The Rattler and that can go, I think, eventually. Trying to work out... Actually, you can do it through new items. But I think it's that one that I just picked up. Oh, they look the same, apart from a sticker. That one's better. So, I don't know if you need to carry different packs around, or you can approach a planet and see which one you maybe need more of. The epic ones are good because you normally have like 2 things that change. So for example, this one, minus 25% oxygen consumption. It's actually really good. Liquid cooled thermal resistance and a basic boost pass, but I'll lose some other parts as well. So this one, minus 15% income melee damage, fast 20% plus 20, sorry, carrying capacity, and a power boost pack. So that might actually, with a 9 difference, that might actually be okay. So I'm going to wear that for now. Just go with that. Okay.
Alright.
So I'll take the medipack. Like I said before, there's no reason not to take medipacks. There's just no argument against
Yes,
it
Vladimir
at all.
and I agreed on what should be
Right, so
included.
that's there. Then we need
That's
to
all
check out
fine
the
then.
bodies.
Do let me know if you get a response.
That is highly unlikely, but if it happens, I
Disassemble
will be
breach.
sure to.
I need to know what that is. Disassemble. Ah, so it's a gun. It's a shotgun. Okay. Don't often use shotguns in games, but that's not to say I would never use it in game. Ah, they've all dropped. They've all dropped to crap loot. Modified this, modified that. No, nothing's like special. Right. So they'll speak with each other. You can sometimes speak. Okay, now we're in a good part. So I'm going to swap out the gun for my cutter. This is why you should always have your cutter on you. Don't sell it and get rid of it. Not worth it. Okay, and if you shoot these things in the wall, I think within about 20 or 30% you'll get something out of it. If it goes on for much longer, you're not getting anything more out of it. But this stuff's semi-precious, so I do tend to get as much of it as possible. There you go. It eventually came out. Sometimes you have to hit the sweet spot. It's really weird. Like there'll be somewhere on the model. There'll be there you go. It'll be a sweet spot, and then it'll come out. You can normally see it when it shows up red in the middle of the reticule. And if you actually press your scan button, it shows you where it all is, so you can actually go around, find it out. However, it will highlight ones you've already done, but at least it gives you an idea where everything is. Okay, and then we're going to go free this artifact now, because all that collecting of that stuff I'll do at another time. A little bit more needed clearing out, and now we have direct access, I think, yeah, to take the artifact.
You're back. You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision? The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done. It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is?
I was a miner.
Argos.
I'll tell her the truth.
I have heard of this company.
Argos.
Small...
Yeah, Brian used to work there. Sounds about right. Small, reckless.
I do not have experience with this profession,
joking,
but I
Brian,
have my
for
own
what's
experiences with
late
risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Varun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand?
I understand your bloody story took forever. But I'm gonna protect her a little bit.
This means we are in agreement. Thank you.
Oh, get off me computer.
That is good to know.
You freak.
I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us.
Right, okay. So the reason I wanted to collect that artifact, and I actually didn't realise, but it wasn't the artifact that I properly wanted to get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2-minute break just to go to the loo and refill my drink, and then I'm going to pop back and we'll go get this one piece of artifact that I want to show you how to get it. So I was stuck on it for a short while, but I think most people would probably work it out. but it took me a fair way to work it out. So I just want to explain to anybody who maybe hasn't got to that part yet. But just give me a moment, I'll be back as quickly as possible. Right, okay, I'm back. Right, so yeah, let's do this part, because I really want to do this part, because I think it opens up a bit more of the game for everything else, which is kind of like why I want to do it. So we're going to need to jump to this system, the Piazzi system, but it's right next to us. So alright, now you'll notice some planets, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'll just explain that some planets are white, and sorry, some suns are white and some are orange. If they're orange, it means you haven't visited them yet.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
They do have different sun types in the game, but I think they're all E, F and G, I think. I think they're all E, F and G, if I remember rightly. Right, so Piazzi.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
Yeah, but we're busy. Oh, I got a... Did I seriously just get a deserted listening post? Okay. Did I just level up for her saying she wanted to speak to me? Oh, we've got some nasty little animal out there that I saw. I love how the planets are lit by the time of day. And
when you have the time, of course.
Oh, we don't want the cutter. We want the... I want to try this one, actually, while we're traversing a little bit. Ooh, big strong, eh? He dead. Right, let's have a look. I get a hide and a gland. I've forgotten if that one means... Yeah, it does. It means my ship. Okay, so we've got a bit of a way to go. But that's okay, because that's what I kind of wanted. So we're going here to find the artifact. And this is what I kind of planned to go to. So you can actually follow your feet. Once you've marked something, it will give you the best way. Sometimes it runs out or it stops for whatever reason. I think it's a glitch, like now, or once a certain distance covered. I think there's more animals here. So you just turn it on, turn it back on, and normally it shows you the pathway again, but this time it hasn't. It's trying to prove me wrong. Look, airborne animals, which we don't have in the lead. I'd love to see it. Ah, okay, they're back. There you go. And this just helps you find your destination a bit better. So I saw like some some feet going off there somewhere, but I'm sure this way is the best way to get there. And because I'm sprinting, you can actually hear me. There must be less gravity on this place. Then my person sprinting with me is important too. Oh, we got a pirate. We got a pirate. So we'll make sure there's not two. Right, we're gonna jump. Oh, we did that. The intention was to jump. He doesn't even know I'm here. That's why that's a good gun. He wasn't much of a sniper though, was he? Let's have a look. And he left his shells. Right, okay. So I think we can get on with going into the mine if I knew how. It was showing it as down here. So quick look. Let's go down the steps like her. She might be leading us to it. There we go. Oh no, it's a listening post. I thought it was a mine for some reason. One second, I forgot I've reloaded my YouTube and I still have it in top chat instead of live chat. Okay, that's better. Did you get rid of that stuff then, Mike? Did you manage to uncumber yourself? Would that be the correct phraseology? Can you see me? He saw me. Have you?
You're done.
Oh, you see what I mean? Can freely hit me from behind a door. Oh crap, I've opened the bloody... I didn't need to do that one. Only got a risk. Oh, look, we've got an elemental combat knife, that's
Set
good.
aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
Don't tell me what to do. I will do everything I see fit. I think she's out of, yeah. No, come here. Come here. Right, when I said I'd never seen any bugs, this is one. I can't talk to her. I think it might be because we're in combat, but she hasn't actually got anything. Right, she's not got any... I don't know who's shooting there. Again, it's probably somebody through a wall. There's plenty of people through a wall. There's somebody hiding just where I can't see them. Ah. Take that one. So we've got one remaining. Ooh. I have a feeling he's downstairs somewhere. So I heard her as she was shooting, her gun was clicking. So she didn't have any ammo left, and I didn't realise I have to supply her with ammo. I kind of thought it was like an indefinite amount when you've given them the gun, you know, because how your teammates or NPCs or whatever often shoot pretty badly. And I just assumed that they would have more. I don't know why I assumed that, I just did. Okay, so I've got my first one. So I'm actually going to spend a couple of skill points now. Okay, so even though we're kind of embattled. So I've got 2 skill points, and there's 2 things I really want to put them into. One of them is the weightlifting, so I can get more capacity. And at the moment, I honestly think, like, there's a part of me going, invest in other stuff, but there's another part of me going, you know what? Keep it a mixture of fitness stuff. So let's increase our carrying capacity. Let's increase our maximum health. There's a part of me that always in these types of games, it's like, look, go for your health first. Your health and your output. And as long as you're... Alright, well, yeah, it's just a case of dumping stuff off that isn't worth enough. Or walk around encumbered until you can be bothered. Alright, so can't spend anything else. I've got no more skill points. But I've put skill points into 2 things, which is going to help me out immediately. My capacity's gone from 55, I think, now to 80. So I've got more space for junk.
What?
Did you pick nice ones? Like I said, those are few and far between, so you always try and buy them at shops. But it's always a bonus if you find one. I felt bad for shooting that person. They were just sitting there, weren't they? Whoa! Blew his rucksack up. Rescue axe. I think his rucksack blew up, yeah. His directive. Right, okay. You have to check around. See, these things, I don't, it's like 15 of them, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's actually a fair few credits, that. Can we log in? Or did I shoot it? I think I shot it. Could log in this one. Okay. Right, so there's still obviously somebody alive because they said don't come back, so I'm guessing that they have seen me. Just make sure they're not upstairs in some capacity. Wow, this place is quite big. And the problem with big places is you get lost really quickly. But you don't know if there's stuff hidden in here. Aha!
I'm going for it. Keep him pinned.
Very little energy left here, so I have to be careful not to get. Really shit if he killed me when I'd actually done him over.
Well, I suppose they're not very...
Honestly, I've never until today seen people's heads sticking in roofs.
I'd like to speak.
Technically that could happen if his jetpack decided to go askew. How many have I got on this? I haven't got a lot left on this gun. It wasn't my aim to actually use it that much anyway. So you can put secondary guns and stuff in, but I generally don't at this point because elemental combat knife. I wanted to try something else because that one's crazy good. I don't know why I'm getting shanks and stuff. I'm gonna go with the Equinox for now. So we'll go around with this for a bit. Oh, this got something. Bashing Eon. Don't know what a bashing Eon is. That's why I'm having a quick look at another rare pistol. I tell you what, some of these things aren't so rare. They seem to drop left, right, and centre. A circuit board and a circuit board. Okay, I'm not going to bother with them for now. Oh, we've got a weapons case. Oh, we've got an Equinox. We've got some shotgun shells, so actually maybe I can take that shotgun back now. Yeah, I got some more bullets in this one now, so... How is the lock? Every lock's too bloody difficult. Right, let's go back a bit. Go back over ourselves and work out where we are, if we can. So we came through this door. We ran down from the other way. Ah, so I think it's putting us back where we were. I remember seeing this tunnel. Okay, we're in one of these areas. I didn't know there was so many of these. I don't remember doing this many in the other save, but maybe I didn't, to be honest with you. Just in case I forget and something happens. There is a bit of like uplift on your weapons and stuff which you do have to compensate a little bit for. But in general, not too much. Right, so we have to add the artifacts to the collection. I really thought that I would be doing the one of the artifact things. I don't want to spoil anything, so I feel bad saying anything at the moment, but there's something that I thought I'd be doing by now. And I kind of wanted to show it to people. I don't know what spice is. So you've noticed I've actually got like a couple of things so far where it's like you've done this and you've done that. And oh, I don't know how I got here. There's a med pack back. I thought I'd run down the corridor from. Maybe I can. No, because that's locked. Ah, that's where I came from, through here. Okay, back up through the control room. That's what threw me a bit there. I didn't realise where I was. just follow the trail of blood. We'll find our way out. Did I? Yeah, I didn't put one in the thing, did I? No, I still have to do that. I was thinking I probably do need the I probably do need the booster on my backpack now, because there's a couple of situations where I think it could have helped in it if I'd have had it. See, each one of these outposts and everything, there's a bit of a maze to them, and this is why, like, it's a good thing in a way, is that the locals know where everything goes to, whereas you, as an outsider, you have no idea where half those doors go to, which I find like interesting, that they'll try and flank you and stuff, but they don't know when you're flanking them. It's just a lot of times when I'm flanking someone, I just come up on him and like the guy will just be sat there. Like that. Exactly like that. Poor guy, he survived it all.
When you have the time, of course.
He didn't know. I'll take the chunks call, actually. That's a credit stick. Okay. 169. Cell key? See, now that gets me thinking, what have I missed? Because nothing's come up with used cell key yet. Digi-key? Yeah, digi-pick, sorry. Digi-key. I don't need mines. I never use mines. Okay, we can do this. Oh no. Oh, damn it. I really wanted to pick that one. I'm trying to work out where that cell might be that I got the key off him for. I don't remember. How many locked rooms this far up? Okay, well, we're back at the ship anyway. So, like I was saying, Mike, when you're away, right? So I shouldn't have come round this end because it's probably more protected. So, look, I can make these big jumps at the moment just simply because the gravity on this planet is pretty low. But I'm actually O2 is really good. If every planet was like this, I'd be happy. But the thing is the distance for the... Which one did I... Oh, no, it actually might have, if I'm really lucky. So, the weightlifting one with the distance, it only starts again once you've upgraded, so it doesn't count anything you've done after, if you get what I mean. But are the elite missions as polished? And I've always felt that Elite has this really weird thing of its missions needing to be needlessly long, and therefore, like, they'll put silly things into them to make them last longer. Maybe that's just my feeling. One thing about that I loved about this game, because you can't put the two of them together. They're just... It's not doable. But one thing I like about this game is the fact that I'm not doing something for half an hour just to get out of the station, if you get what I mean. It's the only thing I don't miss about Elite was that if you're on a time constraint, you couldn't really do anything. Why did I go into here? There was a reason. Ah, yeah, that's it. So if you go into the inventory ship, cargo hold. Yes. So if you go into here, when you're close to the ship, this is Mike. This will work for you as well. And you go to inventory, you can then store things on the ship. So you can press store, for example. I'll just do it on that calibrated Maelstrom because I think it's the cheap. No, we'll do it on the Stealth Equinox. So you go on that, and then if I go to Frontier, you'll see that there's one gun in there. There's some aid and stuff in there, so you can take that at the beginning. Kind of, I take it like it's kind of a freebie. Yeah, I'd take it as kind of like a freebie because there's loads of stuff. Because if you change ship as well and you forget to come back to that one and you've left stuff in the hold, there's always resources, and there's always a misc as well in there, which is actually digipick. And I didn't know that there's any of them in there. But all this stuff you can keep, sell, or you can actually put it on your ship. So you can decorate your ship with it, or your house with it even. So that's a pretty cool part of it. So I'm encumbered here, which I haven't even noticed. I didn't even notice that I was encumbered. I'll take it slowly. Because you see my CO2 is rising because I'm moving and I'm over encumbered, but we'll work it out. So that's for your ship, and then of course the one in the lodge, in your safe in your bedroom, that has unlimited, which is really, really good. But you can kind of offload it till you get there. Or you can do it with your partner here. So Sarah still has a fair bit of space, I think, if she'd stay still so I can
Thanks
talk
for
to her.
taking the time to talk. When you pulled it from the rock...
Oh God, here she goes.
No,
I'll just say
I don't...
visions and
How
sound
did you
music.
feel?
Like my money, not powerful, like raw energy was caused that it was like being intense. Yeah, it was like being instantaneously pulled across the galaxy.
My goodness, that must have been terrifying.
You want to try
When
mushrooms,
it comes
love?
to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails.
Why didn't you bring this back
Honestly,
up with the lodge?
I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what
Look
you
at the
went
animal
through
in the
deeply
background,
personal
waiting his turn.
experience.
Oh God, I hope they don't all attack when I want to share my personal experiences with you. Let's try this on.
Well, I enjoy hearing about them.
There's far too many of these
Professionally,
bad guys
of course.
around here.
Either way, the artifacts are so different.
Oh, good issues. I can hear the animals running around in game.
Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply. And believe me, I've been trying to gather data on the damn things for years.
Oh, are they, Joe? Well, it might be a reason to come back. Might be. We'll see. I'm going to try it at some point in the future, just so you all know. I haven't got my flight rig set up, even for Flight Simulator, so I'm not even playing that at the moment. But once certain things improve, then I will.
Does that really surprise you?
No,
A
not at
universal mystery left unsolved for God knows how long? Oh, I've been dreaming about solving this puzzle from the beginning.
Never mind the
You
dream,
picked the
thinking
right
of fame.
person for the job.
Oh my God, I'm going to have so
Look,
much fun with one
I
character.
wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together.
Ooh.
It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
We know what you mean, Sarah. Right, can I actually do what I wanted to now? Right.
Feel free
so-
to drop some stuff into my bag.
That's what she said. Right, yeah, so Kirst at the moment, she's got some of these things. So I'm going to take that. And I've forgotten what the Grendel takes. 7.7. Oh, okay, so she had that on her. I'm going to put that to the test. Let's trade gear. I want to
I'll
trade
only
gear.
carry the goods.
Yeah, no, it's me. I'm not playing properly, pet. Right, so I'm going to give her... Where's the value? Oh, bollocks. Values. That one. Value. There we go. So I'm going to give her the... Rattler. So seriously, only one I'll give her the bashing Eon as well. And the rip shanks. I don't need the rip shank. And that combat knife. I'm actually going to sell that combat knife because I won't use that. And maybe I'll use it in a different save if I do a bit of a different guy. Rare shotgun, laser rifle, rare pistol. Okay, so I'm gonna give her the Equinox as well. What are we on? 213. Okay, so we can definitely get rid of a couple of spacesuits that we've picked up. So that was a new one I've picked up now. I love the colours of that one though. I don't know why. I just do. 69, 37, 57, 57. Right, I'll give her that one for the time being then. Packs, I can give her that one. That one. Right, we're getting within range now, aren't we? I just need to get rid of 6 more. That's actually, having said that, 6 is actually quite a lot to find, to get rid of. Right, we'll go with the 0 wire. She can take 2 of them, and then I should be, nope. Maybe one of them. No, she doesn't have to take 10, she can take 2. Okay. And that is, voila, we're just at Rebel. I don't need to worry too much about that because we're going off to sell it now anyway. So I need to be near the ship and her to get that stuff.
Recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
Yeah, I think like that's one of the things. The grind in Elite is just that it's still that tad too much, but I have thought about certain things to do where I don't have to think about that if I was playing it, and just imagine that it doesn't exist, but there'd still be some grind. Right, let's get in the pilot seat. Nice. Nice. Now if you can get this, if you can keep that there, wherever possible, you can, bollocks. Bloody hell, some of their ships are too good at manoeuvring, in my opinion. He's coming back at me now, so I need to kind of, I can't circle him. I mean, unless I maybe let him do the run on me. Oh, I'm gonna why is it not working on properly? Okay, now we need to get on his case. Jeez Louise. Come on, there we go. Let's see what nice stuff he has on board. Credits. It's a good part. And ship parts. We want the ship parts as well. Sorry, I didn't. We need to target that. We need ship parts as well. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, what was that all about? Don't go away. I want to collect you. Credits, good. Oh, we got 3 in a row here. That one, 1,700. We've actually got 4, 2,000. No, we haven't. We've got 3. 1,300. Okay, let's go get this one first. Quite often it has credits, so I'm going to read your message in a minute, Joe. I'm just going to collect these before I forget. Did have ship parts though, so you always want to take ship parts because that'll fix your ship up. And then we want to nothing in that one. The only thing negative about this is if you don't collect the stuff, then that signal's kind of still there, which means that you don't know what you've picked up and what you haven't, unfortunately. Yeah, like that one, I've already done that. So I think that's everything. So we need to set a course. But I don't want to go to the lodge. I want to go to New Atlantis and not the Mass District. So Joe was saying, yeah, well, this is what I'm saying, Joe. If I said this years and years ago.
Let's pop into Outland while we're here and see if Joe had.
Frontier should have hired people to write some story for them. I mean, there's a guy who made the books, forgotten his name now, but like they should have done something along those lines. And I think they'd have had much better missions. So, another thing actually, which you might want to know, people, which a lot of people don't know, is that when you come into the screen, any that have like a little shimmer to them, so there's none in that one so far. I know the combat has, this has one in the social. If you see that chest, it's glimmering. This means it's upgradable, so you don't have to look at how far you are in the challenge. It automatically tells you. So I could upgrade that, but I haven't got the skill points. I could upgrade the ballistics, but I haven't got the skill points. And I'm guessing I can upgrade the piloting, but I haven't got the skill points. And I need the boost pack at some point. The minimum one. Like, even for
anything useful to add to our arsenal.
Now there are specific shops where you can sell certain things. So for example, there are certain shops where you can sell your minerals, certain shops where you can sell guns. Not all shops do it, but they do. And this vendor's out of money. So this is a perfect example where it's sometimes a good idea to just do a quick run around the shops, see if you can offload anything there.
Scanned as you enter the city.
So unfortunately O2 doesn't last as long here. You can actually keep running and maxing your CO2 out and going into that thing where you kind of lose consciousness a little bit. That's another thing to upgrade. I think the problem with Elite was changing it from a game for single players and concentrating more on the multiplayer game. And then because they knew it would be multiplayer, they had to put certain things in your way of how you do things, so that there wasn't loads of people running around who were OP. But that happens anyway. Just in general, and it just never worked out. And now that they've been bought out, and Braben's basically stepped aside.
If you don't see what you
I
want, feel free to
don't
ask.
think we're ever going to see another elite. It'll have to come from somewhere else.
If it belongs on your ship, then not. Oh, please, take a look.
So they've got more money here, but it's not much more, because if I stole some stuff from earlier, so they only have like 10 grand or something. But I think... Oh, see, that doesn't have half as much value as it said it did, but it doesn't matter. I might actually just store it on the ship. There is storage space on the ship as well, by the way. There's storage space everywhere if you look for it. Because it's an RPG, I'm guessing. Right, spacesuits. So we can get rid of some of these ones, I think. Oh no, but I actually like them. Well, to be honest with you, those two are so close that I think I'll keep the charger one. And I'll sell that one. And I'll sell that one. At the moment, I don't know if I want to sell like special stuff, rare stuff, because I might want it at some point in the later part of the game. I think I'm going to sell that jumpsuit because I prefer it. And then we go down to notes, but don't get rid of all your notes because you'll see why. I'll actually look at one of them. Okay, we can get rid of some of this stuff, but I don't want to get rid of it all. As you see, it can all be used in, like, all of this can be used in crafting. But I've just never got the crafting down yet. But Calumet's dime a dozen, so you can always sell that straight off the bat. You can come back to that later. Helium-3, I think we're going to sell like 7, maybe half of them. I don't think you need that much. Right, okay, I've got rid of a bit of weight. I don't know where all the weight's. I think all the weight must be in the extra weapons. This game doesn't really tell you, but you can't carry weapons. Like, you concentrate on 1 or 2 weapons. It actually has space for 3 in your quick...
Thanks for shopping at
in your
Jemison
quick
Mercantile.
inventory. Where's the quick inventory? There, so you have space for 3 guns. But I actually think you have space for as many as you want. I think you can put whatever you want in here. So that's a bit weird. There's a coffee shop there, but we can't flog anything to the shop. So I wouldn't mind actually having a look in the not the financial district, the other district. I'll work out which one it is. Commercial district. All right, I'll have a good night, Mike. Sorry, I missed the message a bit there. Don't worry, I'll probably be back on Friday, Saturday streaming as well. So there's another coffee shop here. There's Valberg up there. I don't actually know what Valberg is, but we can go look. We can go check it out. So from outside, what do you think Valberg is? I think it might be a restaurant or a hotel, maybe. It's a restaurant, lots of food in there.
Welcome to Whetstone. If you're looking for the best cut of meat in the settled... Why wouldn't you?
So we can actually sell them food and stuff. Only food. I like that. I wish there was more commerce. I'm not seeing a lot of commerce here at all. That's a news place. Oh, what about... Don't ask me why I'm hiding in the bushes. A bit of fall damage there.
Wow.
So I'm trying to look around what else there is.
Different.
Oh, is this a place to change your appearance? Yeah, it says you can't do it this time, but I think at some point you get some type of side mission where you can change your appearance, and it's in that shop there. That one, I'm not sure what it is, so I'll go in and have a look.
You're only as safe as your equipment out there. Welcome to Outland. We deal in only the fine. All of our products come highly recommended by individuals. And while I've never needed them myself, I stand by everything we offer.
Yeah, they always speak like this, but I'm not sure how... So you just fly out there butt naked?
No, no flying for me. Not my style. Yes, by all means. Let's have a look.
Because they might have, like, some... He's selling a cutter. Some spacesuits. I love that spacesuit. That's, like, really uber traditional, isn't it? Kind of looks like one of those NASA ones. The Demios pack. Now, I've not heard of that one. And the only problem with a lot of this, just to buy stuff, is that because you get rare stuff out there all the time, you don't really need to buy in this stuff. It doesn't really do any better than the rare stuff. Definitely for some of your clothing needs, like, it's good for that. And it is. I mean, I have to admit, there's a fair amount of different clothes in it, which are pretty cool. Because you can, you know, you can enjoy yourself a little bit. It's a bit daft, but you can. Resources. So, digi. No, they don't have any digis. So, thinking about that, you can actually come here and maybe buy some things for doing the modding and whatnot. But I just don't. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I meant
Please
to see what
do.
I can sell
I hope
to
we
them.
have something that suits you. Get it?
Alright, so it does seem like I can sell him as much as one. He's got like 5 grand on him, so. Okay, so that's okay, that's one that lets you blend in with the environment. Okay, now that's actually, I'm not going to sell it for the simple reason that might be good when you're around dangerous animals. They might just walk straight past you, and then you don't have to worry about it. Was it the resources I was trying to sell a few of? No. Alright, I'll have to keep it at 150 for the time being.
Be careful out there.
Oh, I will. So now that we can't sell anything else, we'll just go back to the train. I forgot where the train is now. Oh, so yeah, if you come down from where where some of the other stuff is, I mean, there's a lot more commerce down here, the Embassy District. Oh, this place is pretty big. There's an embassy over there. The Freestar Collective Embassy. I don't know what this place is.
Tell me how many zeros I need add to the offer.
I'm sorry, sir, but we consult you. You see citizens.
Never a better time than right now to settle down and make New Atlantis home.
I think I understand.
Am I? Yeah, is this for buying a house?
Welcome to a feeling. What brings you in today?
Sir, bribery.
Yeah, I think this is a place for your house.
I'm here if you have any more. Okay, let me just. Oh, I'm sorry, but you're not a. If you take the exciting step.
All right, so
enjoy your time in New Atlantis.
I ain't got enough money for a house, I don't think. What am I up to? I got 31 grand. That's not bad going. Right, and there's the mast, so we need to be back over at the mast. No idea how we get there. Maybe we go up through here. So I think there's more to be explored in the city than I thought. Because that's the news thing. Oh no, that's a medical centre actually. So if we go down here we can get in the underground.
We have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
Yeah, but mine doesn't work. Okay, and we are going to go to the I'm going to say residential district, but there's one missing. I'm sure. Let's work it out when we get there. Really weird how it didn't give me the... Okay, no, I've never been in this part before. So let's see if it has it now. Yeah, it does. Why was the mass district on it before? And I've left my buddy behind. Good start. Well, yeah, you can't precisely set a storyline, no. You're right, sorry Joe. I missed that message. But I do think there's a way they could have worked it in. I still think the best option for them would have been to kind of do a reset of the game engine. It's been done with what game? There's a game recently where they've redone the engine. They're doing it with Phantom Liberty and Cyberpunk, but for that reason, actually, Phantom Liberty is actually the only extra they're going to do for Cyberpunk, and I think it's because they have big plans for it, but they can't do it on the current system, on the current engine. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. They can't do it on the current engine, so I think they've basically thought, with the new Unreal Engine, to maybe just cut their losses now, so that they can work on
Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing.
Which is not good for people who've currently bought the game, because we were kind of promised a lot. But you know what? In the video games world, promises are never kept.
Contribute to the mission. Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader?
Sorry about any past sound with the pouring of drinks, but well, let's have a bet.
I wasn't aware we were competing, but game on.
Oh no, don't you two start. We're supposed to be working together, not competing.
What's wrong with a little rivalry here and there? I think it pushes us to be at our best.
Or causes nothing but arguments.
Arguments which then breed distrust. Noel is right, Mateo.
Well, I suppose there was that one time, and then the other. What do you think? A little competition can't be that bad, can it?
I'm actually going to agree with them because no, you know.
I can't believe I'm the one pushing us to be tougher for once.
You're spending too much time with Walter, Mateo. He's turning our adorable teddy bear into a grizzly.
I hate taking sides, but I agree with Mateo. I find that a little competition is the spark people need to push themselves to achieve their goals.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help.
I was going to say she's looking at the wrong person.
I have no objections. Let us
I'm just trying to fill my spaceship with bitches, by the way, just so you know.
Pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts.
I'm not. I'm taking a man on
Tied
board
me
as
back
well.
on board the station.
Thank you, but it was not
I was
necessary.
joking.
We succeeded.
So I'm gonna just put some stuff in my storage, and then I'm gonna kind of continue the story arc just to get it done. I forgot where my bed is. It is in the center, and this is my door on the left. Nope. Short. This is my bedroom. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some stuff in my safe. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Transfer. Mine. Okay. I'll put that in there. I'm gonna keep that one out just for the moment, just so I have two. I like to have two options with guns. Keep those just for the moment as well. And then right, okay, so that's made me very light, or a little bit lighter anyway. I think a lot of stuff must just be coming. Do you know what? I'm going to put some of these away as well. Not everything. Because you'd have to go through it quite slow though. So that needs to go away. That I need. That's good. That I need. That could go away. Yeah. Those I need. That I need. Ship parts I definitely need. That can go away. All three. And that one. Enhances reasoning reflex, improves his problem solving skills. See that? Research projects require fewer resources for 10 minutes, but I don't know how to find the research part of them. But anyway, Battle Meal Multi-Pack restores 20. Actually, I'll keep that one. Probably not too bad. And I need that one. So I'll actually put those away. And that's it. I mean, considering you only have a little bit of space, but there you go. Everything's locked in. Just give me a second while I let my impatient cat in. Be one moment. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Cat's getting impatient. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, I think because there's a whole galaxy in Elite, you've just got so much more space to do what you want. You know, I really still think that.
Yes.
You know, maybe having the bubble move with the Thargoids attacking, like it could have made like a reset for the game, but that never happened. Like I just think there was ways they could have done it, and unfortunately they just never got into it, did they? Oh crap! Where is she? She's running around after me, but she doesn't always keep up. We might have to go out the door to get her to keep up. Did I ask Thingamajig?
I am at your service, Captain.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I think I asked. I don't want to talk to him yet. I'm going to go out. I don't know if I've got a new partner or it's her. And she's got me stuff. That's what I was saying before. That's why I like. Yeah. Andreja, yes, I haven't given her anything. So. It's Thingy who has my gear, and she hasn't got any of mine. I'm sure. No.
Very good.
Right, let's go back in a moment. I want my stuff. But I'm just hoping...
Find comfort in the
give it a
idea
roll.
that the odds of something killing us here are at an all-time low.
Oh, it's really hard to find people.
And you must be the latest, poor fool.
No, don't be pulling me into a conversation. Sometimes it does pull you in. Now this is open. It's open for good, so you won't miss it again and forget. Right. Not that one. That goes outside. No, she's not here. I want to say she was standing in my bedroom, but that's just wishful thinking, I think. Alright, she's gone out. You sometimes see them walking around and stuff, so you never know. I might find her wandering about outside.
Sarah's
or
the best
up
possible
here.
person to be running.
Oh, there she is.
What can I help you with? If you have any gear you want me to haul, I'm happy to help.
Yeah, I mean that was the other thing with the Thargoids, is that it was bloody hard. It really was. Like, it wasn't an easy situation to deal with them or anything. Take that. I'll take that. Take that. Take that. That. Okay, so I can leave her now. I don't want to take that stuff off her, because
maybe another time.
I want them all to have their own things. That's the thing. So I want to kind of get various bits and bobs and give it to them. So I wouldn't have minded the Thargoids coming in and being overpowering and take over everything, and I wouldn't have had a problem with that. But the fact that what gets me in that game is, even if we assume humanity had gone to war against them, the numbers would have never changed. And this is what I mean about writers and things. They're just... the elements of the game weren't fit secrets in that game that we'll probably never ever know about, because they're too hidden. I'm not just talking about Raxslayer. I think Sandy once said, you know, we've got things hidden in the game that people have not got anywhere near finding yet. And that was when he changed to another game. So you kind of wonder, is there stuff that we just haven't found, like in the game as a player base? Which, the size of the game, it's very possible. And then I think there was even a point when they were giving some streamers inside information, because or some websites as well. But there was a few people who found information in the middle of nowhere quite easily, and it always happened to be when there was a story
I do
thing
find
coming
that
up.
statue pleasing. I wonder if it matches the original vision of the artist, or if they changed the design as they worked on it.
Like, it had to be procedural at that time. You can't really knock it for that part. But,
Of course the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escaped their notice.
how much did I pick up off her? I've forgotten. So I'm now at 142. Inventory management in his game's way worse than other games, to be honest with you. And I mean worse because you do have to...
Trade authorities always lie.
You have to sell stuff often. Let's go for... I'm gonna continue this one into the unknown just for the time being, because I'm sure it's a part that we have to kind of do. I've noticed now already, like, going to speak to somebody
Always
for
a satisfying
change your appearance,
moment.
and they're like, no, you
Return to
can't do
your
that
shop.
yet. So there's obviously parts of the game that have to be completed first. the new football club game. I know you like the FIFA. I saw something for it yesterday. It looks like there's no change whatsoever. So they haven't, even though they've changed name, they haven't. Doesn't look like they've changed too much of the game. Right, let's see what we're supposed to be doing then, because I think we're supposed to talk to Vlad. So we will set a course to the eye. I didn't realise I had more to put in my engine and stuff. So don't put all full to engines and smack into a space station. That's really bad. Really bad for business. Yeah, well, that's what I've always said. I think there should have been specific missions that took you out there. So when I talk about, like, writers, I'm talking about, like, you have a writer and a programmer, and they put those things there and lead you to it, you know? Like, but they didn't, they couldn't. Oh, you only get one? I took the only first aid kit, I think. This is a bit of a washout, isn't it? What's in there? Credits, I'll have them on. Creditos. Toilets. Quick look in this one. Hey, you never know if there's credits. Don't knock it. Oh, it's a workbench of some type. Space suit. Heavy particle fuse. I don't know what that is actually. Alpha. It's a cool view. Big my dirty window, but cool view. Get out the way, love. Right, okay. That's a toilet. Swifty. Let's go talk to him.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
This has always been my biggest problem, is I think the game outdid the possibilities. And that game did not need to be a one-to-one of the Milky Way. It really didn't. As much as I hate saying that as somebody who went out exploring and stuff, it just didn't. It didn't need to be so big unless you can use it. And it feels to me like Braben had one idea, the games makers, the people who were programming had different ideas, and it just never all quite came together. That's how I always feel. Because don't forget, I can't remember if it was Beagle Point or something, that was added. There was another like median place to get your shields fixed and everything fixed on your ship. That was added. I think God, I'm forgetting the names, but the other place where there's planets which are inhabited and whatnot, and lots of space stations, which is not in the bubble. I don't think that was added. I think that was there at the beginning. But there were other points that were actually added when they realised that, bloody hell, people want to get around this galaxy. And there should have been more. There should have been a few more here and there, just to help the player out a little bit. I think the jump range is kind of pointless unless you wanted to do it yourself. So if the jump range should have been much further in my opinion, and then if you want to stop and discover, then you just jump smaller jumps by choice. Okay,
Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open. And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
Yeah. Right, okay. So it's go to Protection 3. So I'm just going to go there, okay? I'm not going to do all the walking around and everything. And the reason I don't want to is because... I have to do a little bit.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Why have I flown into a debris field and nobody's talking about it? Right, so land at the scanner anomaly. So the land's already set up, so we'll just get to it. Alright, no problem. Yeah, I think I might be heading off actually. It's a little bit earlier than I wanted, but I'm just getting a bit tired. And this might be the best place to stop. But thanks for joining the stream, 9-7. I think Colonia wasn't the one I did, but I might be wrong. I might be, and probably am wrong. No, you know what? I'll continue and do this bit, and then I'll end the stream so that people can look later on, and I can just say to them, oh, it's the bit right at the end of the stream, the last 10-15 minutes. So what you do here is you're looking for an anomaly in your scanner. And it makes a funny sound like that, and everything crickles, so... This is definitely where we're going. Now you need to be careful of animals, you also need to be careful of like this smoke, all these smokes, because they're normally toxic. I thought I heard some birds there. I think when I came here on my other save, it was in the middle of the night. Oh look, there's those birdie things there. And you scan them with A, I think. I can't remember now. Yeah, you scan it with A. And then it'll update what it's found and whatnot, which is quite interesting. I think that was how you did it anyway. So you're going to come to this place, and it will automatically tell you when you're next to an anomaly. And you're looking for a very specific kind of looking entrance. I thought it might be up here, but I don't think it is. I think it's down. Normally the feet will show you where to go. It says no direct path, but the feet thing normally shows you exactly where to go.
A warm, cozy feeling. I would prefer not to verify that firsthand.
Something to really like. No, that might be it actually. Yes, it is. I just thought between two walls. So you come here. This is really interesting. It's so cool how they've done this part as well, because it seems quite if you come at night, all of this is glowing. You have to stand next for it to unfurl, and then you can turn off the scanner and you can enter down. And this is the thing I want to show you, because for a lot of people, this is actually a difficult part. So when I first came in, I'll let you see what happens. So you press Y and B. You look for these light clusters and you go towards them, but you have to do it as fast as possible. Every time you do it, the thing will get faster, a bit like the thing in Contact, that movie Contact. Now this is where you have to do this fast because these disappear, and I think you've got to chain 5 in a row or something, and they disappear quite quickly. So if you don't do it quickly, they're gone before you get there. But luckily I did all 5 of them really quickly there, and it does like a bit like that movie Contact. It spins really fast. It's so cool, and even when you do miss it and you have to start again, it's pretty darn cool. And then you fly into it. However, a different thing here. You get a new power. Oh. I think I have to come out of this to allow myself to do the new power.
We need to get you back to the lodge.
Is it that one? Press and open the data. Ah, the data menu. Okay. I know what I've done wrong. So you go here and it's actually at the top where it says powers. So it says the data button. And you can equip something. So there's lots of them. So you need to find lots and lots of these. But this one, the first one's an anti-gravity field. So you select it, and that's your active one. It says there's a cost of some type. But I don't know how the cost works.
Yes? Right.
But that's that. And then you make your way back to the ship, which I think... No, let's return to the lodge. Do I want to return to the lodge? Where the heck's my ship? It's not that, that's an anomaly. That's an anomaly. Right, okay. Well... Oh, that is the ship, isn't it? Okay, sorry. So I can fast travel to my ship. And then we can take off and everything. You have to return to lodge, put it in and whatnot. In the meantime, so... Yeah, I've got a few things to be getting on with in the next stream, and I'll be going away from the mission thing. So I'll end the Into the Unknown by, I think, returning the thing, and then I think that's it. But I'm not going to follow that line anymore anyway. I just wanted to show you that little trick right at the end. So I'm going to leave the stream for now. But you can always join me at the weekend. I'll do a stream on either Friday or Saturday. It's interchangeable depending on what I've got going on and how I feel and stuff. So, yeah, thanks for everybody joining in tonight. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted it, but maybe an hour shorter. But it's all right. I'll make up for it on the weekend stream. Alright, so I will say good night, people, and enjoy your evening, or enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are in the world and the universe. This is Commander Swifty, the Ineffectual Gamer, and I will say good night.